Hi everyone, this is another handwriting critique video. This one is sent in by Denis, and he sent me this email. It says, I'm 36 and over the years just accepted my handwriting is what it is and there was nothing I could do about it. Nonsense. I was forced to rethink this when I started teaching my 4-year-old daughter how to write. I hope she would not struggle with poor handwriting the way I did. Isn't that sweet? That's wonderful. It's so wonderful that you're teaching your daughter how to write, and I think it's a great bonding experience if you guys have kids and you can share handwriting practice with your kids. So Denis started out with italics, and this is his italics practice, which I'm not gonna cover because I don't I don't do italics. But here is his cursive. So I think that's pretty good, but I want to mention that this is ruled paper, so I kind of assume it's not very big. Maybe it's kind of like this size. So you're writing way too small, so it's already too small. So your caps should have been maybe two of these lines. So I would have. This paper is terrible. Printer paper. I would have done something like that. Instead of this small, I would have gone much bigger. So that's my first pointer, is to write bigger. So this is another handwriting practice from January, quite recent, and I think it's beautiful. But let's go to this first. This is like a practice sheet, and I really like how you have the drills. And look, it's cute. So that's pretty good. What you're trying to do here, you're doing this. So I would fill up the whole line. So right now you're doing like 1 inch. I would fill up the whole line continuously, so you really get into the hang of it. And make sure every stroke you do is mindful and as the best you can do. So don't just scribble, you know. So like this E you're doing, make sure every E is the best you can do. It's okay to lift, you know, but make sure your lines, your string of E's is nice and long, not just 2 or 3. This way you can really, you know, pummel it into your brain. Same with this. I think this if this is an L, it should have been longer, so I think you caught yourself here. So it should have been a way higher L. Yeah, so if you do this, the strings of E's and L's and A's and whatever, and fill up 1 page like every day, there is no way you won't progress. Okay. So first, yeah, don't use a thick pen. It's not, you can't see anything, so it's good that you're using a thinner pen. And your writing is actually quite beautiful. You know, it has your own personality. It's just, I think, too small, and it's so small that I don't think you can properly write. So I mean, I think this is even blown up, so it's actually even smaller than that size. So in order to write like really well, you gotta write bigger, because if it's too small, you have nowhere to go and you kind of like struggle and you kind of like have shaky lines. So if you have bigger lines, bigger letters, you can really breathe and make decisions on where to go. See, so either allocate at least 1, 2, 3, 4 3/4 of each line for your lowercase. Okay, maybe even the whole line, I mean, whatever. Or, you know, don't use a blank paper and rule it yourself, like with a, I don't know, just make a line and just write big. Then you can really play with what you've learned. If it's too small, you really can't. Okay. Your writing's really nice. I really like it. It's kind of cute because it's not really Spencerian. It's more like Denilian, I think they call it. It's like the Denilian is the kind of writing they taught in like the 60s or something. But it's not like my kind of cursive. But it's still beautiful. What you're doing is your letters, because of whoever you're following, it's very rounded, so it gives it that American school look, like that, which is fine, you know. But what my videos and what I do is Spencerian, so it's more angular. So I don't want you to get confused. So this is kind of what you're doing, and this is what I do. So, you know, just, it doesn't matter. I mean, just keep doing what you do. It's beautiful. But just so you know, and so you don't get confused, that's the difference between my videos and how you're doing. But anyway, I think once you write bigger, a lot of your problems will be solved, because it feels like you're struggling a little with the size. Like there's supposed to be, you know, a space in the E, but because it's so small, it's just so hard to make the space. So once you write bigger, you'll find that things would be easier for you. And also, I would say try making your what do you call it? You know, the H's and the F's. Oh my god, my English is not working today. Make them really apparent, like really long. Okay, don't make it too short, because it doesn't look good. So like the L's, the B's, maybe a little higher. The T's are fine, like the H. You just make it. So you want to think of these lines not as cages. They're just guidelines. They're not cages. You don't have to stop right there. You don't have to stop. You can go higher and think of it as a guideline, as this is your new guideline. So you don't have to stop between here. Okay. And I think once you write bigger too, your K's and your R's will work themselves out, because right now they're so small, it is hard to write a complicated R and K. So I know you've been practicing for like 3 months or so, but that's what I would work on, is sizing, write bigger, make these longer, maybe buy some more cursive handwriting books that suit your style. The ones that I was talking about was Denis, or maybe Palmer would work out for you. And if you really like Spencerian, you could get Spencerian, but I think Spencerian would might confuse you a little more. But I mean, this is kind of Spencerian, so pick something and see which you like. But otherwise, if you were to keep writing like this, that's perfectly fine. It's beautiful. I really like it, and I think you've improved quite a lot since you started. Okay, thanks for watching. If you want to send me your handwriting sample, I will make like a 10-minute video critiquing it. Just send it to my email at info@openinkstand.com. I'll try my best to get to it, and see you next time. Bye.